What's going on, everybody? JJ here, and I'm super excited for the 97th Annual Academy Awards. It's finally here. It's the biggest award show of the season for films, and this award season has just been incredible. No idea what's going to happen on the Oscars night, but here are 5 things that I'm going to tell you should be looking out for. All right, we're going to start at number 5 because this has been rumored for a couple of weeks now. When interviewers were asking both parties about it, they both act like they had no idea what you were talking about. And yes, I'm talking about Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande performing a Wicked number on stage at the Oscars this year. Now, I'm not sure on if it's going to be at the beginning of the show, in the middle. We don't have no idea where the placement is. But if you ask me, I'd say this should open the show. Wicked was one of the biggest films of 2024. Them together performing was just magic. It was beautiful. And to be quite honest, we don't know how many times they're going to be stepping on that Oscar stage that night. So it'll be great to see Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo at least once that Oscars night. So get ready and get excited to see a beautiful Wicked number from Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. All right, we got to talk about Best Picture at number 4 because this is the tightest this category has been since Parasite won back in 2020. I just don't know what's going to happen. I mean, you do have 3 or 4 movies that are kind of separating themselves from the rest, but between those 3 or 4, you just don't know what's going to happen. I mean, when these nominations came out, everyone thought The Brutalist would be the high favorite for it, but I mean, Conclave seems to be the dark horse, winning the BAFTA and the SAG for Best Ensemble, and now all of a sudden it seems like people are waking up and remembering that how great of a film Anora was and how much they loved it. So I don't know what the Academy is going to do with this category. I really don't. I think this is the first time that I have been so unsure of a category, and that makes it so exciting. I cannot wait to see who takes home the gold statue for Best Picture, because all 10 films are for sure deserving of it, but I mean, there only could be one. But if you ask me now, I'll probably say The Brutalist. The Brutalist seems to be the one that keeps sticking around, so we'll see what happens. Man, these categories are tough. As we go to number 3, we got to discuss Best Actor. Who will take home the Oscar for Best Actor in a Leading Role? Now, a lot of people have Adrien Brody as the front runner for his performance in The Brutalist. He took home the Golden Globes, the BAFTAs, and the critics. But don't sleep on my boy Timothée Chalamet. He came swooping in, taking home the SAG last minute, which was huge. He got his foot right back in the race. It's going to be neck and neck, I think, with those two. If Adrien Brody wins, this will be his second Academy Award win since he won for his performance in The Pianist back in 2003, and this will be Timothée Chalamet's first if he gets that win. So it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a really big night for this actress here. I mean, we're talking about a woman who has been around for over 20 years. I call her Miss Franchise because she's been in some of the biggest blockbuster films, biggest franchises out there. I'm talking Avatar, Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers, and Star Trek. She came in, I mean, hasn't really been around the award season. Her name hasn't really been around award seasons. And this year when it did, she has come in and just swept every award. I'm talking Golden Globes, critics, BAFTA, SAG. She won them all. So Ms. Zoe Saldana, get ready to take home your very first Oscar. Best Supporting Actress, hands down, is going to go to Ms. Zoe Saldana for her performance in Amelia Perez. And, you know, shouts to her, man. She's been around, been grinding, hustling, doing a lot of good work for a very long time, and to see how she just came in this award season and just took off and completely took over, it's incredible to see. And so I cannot wait to see her walk across that stage and receive her gold statue for her performance in Amelia Perez. And so it's just congrats to you, girl. Hats off to you. You're very deserving of it. Aside from the Best Picture category, a lot of people are going to be on the edge of their seats for this category here, wondering whose name is going to get called at number 1. Who will take home the Oscar for Best Actress in a Leading Role? And a lot of people are leaning towards Demi Moore in The Substance. I mean, she gave a raw and real performance in that film. Literally gave everything, physically and mentally. And don't get me wrong, there is a chance that Mahi Madison could take home the Oscar for her performance in Anora. This is one of those categories where it's kind of 50-50. It could go either way. I wouldn't be mad at all if either one of them won, but it's going to come down to those two. But I will say, honestly, it'll be really cool to see Demi Moore accept years in this business and giving a lot of great performances, and everything that to hear her talk about that she's been through in Hollywood, they're both deserving of it. But you know, it will be really cool to see Demi Moore take this one home. But hey, I think it's going to be up in the air between those two. So there you go. 5 things to look out for this Sunday night at the 97th Academy Awards. It's hosted by Conan O'Brien, so it's going to be a fun night. He's always a good time. I can't wait to see who's going to walk away with the gold statue. Who's going to be first-time winners, returning winners. Who's going to be the unexpected surprise. Whatever happens, it's been a great award season. It's going to be a great night. So make sure you watch and tune in. And yeah, it'll be fun.